Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. And today's video we have some Master League battles. I know lots of people requested Master League battles, but I haven't had the chance to play Master League. And today's video we got some battles from Hemrys96, and they are rocking a team, as you guys can see on the screen, RESHIRAM with Lugia and Xerneas. I am a big fan of Xerneas as a safe swap. It's one of the best safe swaps in the entire game. I think RESHIRAM is the most underrated Pokemon, and Lugia is just Lugia, the bulkiest Pokemon. I don't know about that now with what's that thing? The one that requires cells. But Lugia, to be fair, still have a decent matchup against all the dragons and can perform decently well if you can catch some Dragonites in the lead here and there. So without further ado, let's just go and talk about the battles and see how Hemrys is playing, and we can tell from there. Hemry is running the find the map pose. I think I missed this one. I don't have it. Metagross. This is technically a bad lead as they have a Shadow Metagross, so he's gonna insta swap. And he would like, which RESHIRAM shines when they have something like that, okay? Because we resist Bullet Punch and the Stone Edge did decently good damage, okay? I think he can farm all the way down, which is actually nice, like shield, since you have a move. So like the biggest thing about Reshi is that Reshi is the only dragon that does not take super effective damage from the fairies. Like as an example, Dialga takes super effective from close combat from Xerneas and Zacian, while every moves the fairies have in Master League, such as Togekiss. Well, Togekiss has ancient power. While Xerneas and Zacian, everything they hit RESHIRAM back is neutral, and RESHIRAM hits them extremely hard with Fusion Flare, which is a Side Strike clone. Okay, let's go back to the battles. Opponent is trying to wait the clock. Ideally, you want to do one Dragon Breath then throw, but it's not a big deal. And he was able to grab a shield, and then I like this because technically we no longer have a Metagross answer, so we can just go back. And opponent having a T-Tar in the back. This is extremely tough now, because he needs to land this, and even if he lands it, it doesn't do that much damage. Opponent shielding, which is actually nice. That's like all you can get. So now I think the ideal play, you wait the clock, you go Xerneas, and you just double close combat. Once you get to 2 close combats, you can throw them back to back. He doesn't need to shield here, to be honest, because, I mean, what they can do, like Stone Edge, that's fine. And they got going State Crunch. Opponent doesn't even have Brutal Swing. And we get to the first close combat. We throw the close combat. This does so much damage. Wait, that was a catch? Oh, guess what, T-Tot? We have 2. Get throw them back to back. And we're landing the first one and the second one. And Hemry's taking game number 1 against that Metagross, which we didn't have any answer to. But luckily they had something that doesn't do anything against the entire team, which is the T-Tar. Okay, next game we have a Ho-Oh. This is a very scuffed matchup for both. Ho-Oh needs to land the Aeroblast to win this matchup, and Lugia needs to land the Aeroblast, and Ho-Oh needs to shield the Aeroblasts, okay? So getting an attack fail is an ideal situation for the Ho-Oh. Ideally here, you want to do 3 fast moves and then throw as Lugia against Ho-Oh, and we landed this, okay? I didn't know that Ho-Oh actually wins the 0. Well, he technically doesn't care that much, and now we're about to see 2 dragons, I'm assuming. Okay, no, not 2 dragons. We see a Mewtwo and... okay, so here, like, that was actually the ideal play. Just don't shield the first, because you're gonna try to force them to shield, and don't shield anything at this point. Yeah. I wouldn't shield here, because I would just trust in Reshi to finish the game, but I think this is not bad, because now if they shield, you can just farm all the way down, and we see them that they actually did let it go, and now we can just trust in Reshi, and Reshi just gonna go for any charge move, and this should be a good game, as Reshi hit extremely hard. It has the same stat products as Dialga, same attack, same defense, same HP, it's just different typing. And oh wait, we had the Fusion Flare, right? I think we had the Fusion Flare. Or maybe there was like a one-turn lag where they weren't able to tap the move. Togekiss into Lugia. This matchup, Lugia needs to land the Aeroblast to win. The thing is, Lugia needs to shield the Ancient Power, I think, if you want to play the one. But you can just always throw throw Aeroblast and then swap out. Because if we can grab a shield advantage, that's the ideal play. Now, there is no reason to stay in, because you're not going to get to a good move, but Chip it is, I mean, eventually chip is a chip, so we get them into like low enough. But yeah, if you swap out, you could actually just go to the oh, they have Aura Sphere. And upon swapping in a Palkia, I think you don't actually need to throw Stone Edge, just like bait, because Palkia always shield. Just always bait against Palkia. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna wait the clock, I think, and okay, I like this. Because we forced them to throw the energy, and now we can just go to Xerneas and farm all the way down. Palkia has Aqua Tail, Draco, and Fire Blast, so I'm assuming this is an Aqua Tail because they did not farm that much damage. And now we will see. I'm expecting the Togekiss to come back. Oh no, opponent brought in the Dialga, so just be aware of the catch. I like this, because just in case they try to catch. And now all we need to do is just to overfarm as much as possible, shield here. And you could go straight Moonblast, but ideally you just want to close combat, then Moonblast the Togekiss in the back, and this should be a good game. And this is where Xerneas shines, okay? Look at that, Xerneas literally 1v3 their entire team. Just give Xerneas extra energy and watch it is sweeping. I don't have Xerneas myself. I wish I have done so many lucky trades so far, and I'm yet to get a good one. And that was a nice 4-1 set. The battles aren't in the same order because they weren't numbered, so it's tough for me to know which one is which one. This is an amazing lead, and I think this is what the reason we have Lugia, as this team technically is double weak to Groudon in the back, so you need a harder answer to Groudon. Upon swapping in a Mewtwo, so we win the one, I think, because we can tank a move. They cannot tank a move because Fusion Flare does so much damage. So I don't mind shielding here. As a matter of fact, if you just flip swap and you can have their own... oh, we don't win the one. I think we just win the two then. Just go for the full farm down. Oh, Dialga wins the one. Never mind. Sorry, my bad. Dialga wins the one. This doesn't. As long as you can have the Groudon against Lugia, there is no way they can win the game unless something happens, like they have some sort of an X schedule. So how can we play this matchup? Basically, let them throw and then double close combat. Okay. The thing is, it's tough now because we are in Drill Run range. So I like that they let them throw the second one. Now we're gonna be like 1 HP. So just throw. And hopefully live this mod shot. If they live this mod shot, you can throw the next one. And we do live the mod shot. So that was actually the ideal play. I think this is a Hundo Xerneas. I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't know that Xerneas because I think Zacian does not live 2 drill runs. So yeah, that was a matchup where Xerneas is actually better than Zacian. And that was a nice... Oh wait, the set is not done. Okay, I think every time they win, they show the record. Okay, bad IV, transferred, send it to the professor, and that was a nice 4-1 set. Okay. Xerneas is cooking. I thought like this battle is going to be about Reshiram, to be honest, but so far, Xerneas has been the MVP of the game. Avalugg, horrible. Okay, we have to go Reshi and wish for... okay, this thing has Rock Slide, I think, and Avalanche. Or Icy Wind. Okay, they ran Icy Wind. That's actually good that he no-shielded. Well, opponent is not technically going to respect this because they shielded. Usually they don't respect this because technically whatever this is like nobody expect Stone Edge Reshiram. Okay. Lugia does take super effective damage from Wild Charge or Fusion Bolt, but either ways you just shield farm down. You can tank one at this point, like it does a lot, but it's not Wild Charge, right? Wild Charge does way more. I like this aggressive play as like he is very ahead of energy now. So now the play is just close combat because close combat one-shot the Avalugg since it's double super effective because they are rock and ice. So I think we shield. Oh wait, this is Icy Wind, it doesn't do damage. Yeah, I like this. Oh, my bad, I forgot. I keep thinking they ran Avalanche. And see, even debuffed, it's still KO'd. So now what's the play here? Just get to the Moonblast to win the game. Yeah, we needed to get that. What's the play now? Get to the Aeroblast. Shield, throw the Aeroblast. I think it doesn't quite one-shot, so we might need to do one fast move. It's going to be a very close game. And the Aeroblast landed, and we need to do... Yeah, if we actually did one then throw, I think... No, we might have no chance, because they were 2 away, which means... They can still throw the charge move. But yeah, maybe an overfarm against the Avalugg would have helped. I think, yeah, overfarming against the Avalugg would have helped to get to the Moonblast. Okay, nice lead. I wouldn't swap out in a Lugia lead, to be honest, because Lugia can wall Mewtwo. Yes, they can just double Shadow Ball, but hey, you can easily tank one, so you don't need to swap out. Upon throwing Shadow Ball, I think in this matchup, you just want to throw Side Strike, as Side Strike is one of the best charge moves in the game. And now, this is a tough situation. This is what, like, Dialga does better than Reshi. Reshi does better against Fairies, but Dialga does better against technically everything else. Lugia, I would actually go back to Lugia, to be honest, but this is not a bad situation. Opponent throwing a Crunch, which means they do have Outrage. They don't have Fusion Bolt, which is actually weird to not do. Just run, because neutral Fusion Bolt does around super effective Crunch. But usually you need the Crunch for the Giratinas, I'm assuming. I'm assuming they just hit Giratina, okay? They keep guys throwing straight Crunch, and now we just go straight for the Aeroblast. This is a tough situation because if they farm down the Lugia, it's actually going to be a tough matchup. Okay, luckily they did not overfarm, so now technically they are in... But how are we going to kill the Mewtwo? That's the question. And now since we're debuffed, this is actually going to be a tough, because we didn't overfarm, right? Xerneas 1v3, we farm all the way down. Oh my, yeah, opponent made a huge mistake. And now, we Moonblast. Does the Moonblast KO? Let's see. And it does KO, so that was a nice play. Well, opponent made a huge mistake there, but okay, now we swap the Lugia into a Groudon, and we face a Ho-Oh in the lead. So in this matchup, if they have EQ, Ho-Oh wins the 2. If they don't have EQ, Reshi wins every shield scenario. They shielded that, which is actually bad. I would not shield from Ho-Oh because if they bait, you just win the game. If they nuke, you still live the move. That's like why. And as you know, they swapped into Lugia, and Xerneas technically walls Lugia's fast move, so they need to go like an Aeroblast and the Sky Attack. And in that time, we can get to 2 Moonblast, which is enough to do some chip damage. I'm afraid that the opponent will actually shield here, because this is going to do lots of damage. If the opponent shield out, will put us in a tough matchup. Okay, so they didn't shield, luckily. So now RESHIRAM can actually farm them all the way down. I'm assuming they will get 2 Dragon Tails and die on the 3rd. Okay, we're going for an aggressive farm down. Oh my, yeah, he's going actually for the catch. Such a nice play. That was actually a nice play. Now we're going to put the full farm down. Opponent bringing the Dialga. This Fusion Flip does lots of damage, but it doesn't quite one-shot. It puts them in almost Fire Punch range, so we're going straight Fire Punch at this point. I like this play. That was actually a nice play. That was like, okay, in case they have a Dialga, this is what you do. Now, bring in your Ho-Oh. You want to do 2 hit and then throw. They are almost in Precipice Blade range. Not quite there. Okay, they are actually in the Precipice Blade range. And we CMP on the Precipice Blade, and that should KO. And that was a nice play here by Hemrys96. Yeah, well played. I think like okay, let me go back. Okay, no, okay, we skipped the battle. When he went to Groudon and did like lots of fast moves, that actually helped him, and they were like accounting for like Dialga in the back. So that was a very well played, by the way. Solgaleo. This is where RESHIRAM is actually better than Dialga, because Dialga loses to Solgaleo while RESHIRAM just nukes Solgaleo just like that. Like 10 seconds matchup. That was fast. Okay. Nice Solgaleo trainer. Now opponent bring back the Dragonite, and we will get to another Fusion Flare, and this should do respectable damage for a resisted charge move. Okay, they shielded. So what's the play now? Well, technically they have an Excadrill in the back. That's what I'm assuming. So we go Lugia, and they have a Metagross. I don't mind staying in here, because technically the other thing in the back takes super effective fast move. So you just no shield, right throw on good timing, one then throw. That was nice timing. And the Aeroblast is not landed. They aren't in close combat range, so we still need to stay in close combat. I think that's like around 45%. So once they are in 45% range, you can swap out. So I like staying in here. This is actually a good play. And that was landed. So technically we don't need Xerneas. We can just shield here and just 2v3 their entire team. Look at that. Lugia doesn't fear anything. And now the Xerneas going for the full farm down. And this should be a good game. This battle was sent to me like last week. So technically this elo is not the current elo of the trainer. So yeah, was quite busy last week with work, so didn't have time to record this. So yeah, Henry, thank you so much for sending these amazing battles. And if you guys are interested in sending battles to be featured on this channel, there is a link down below. Make sure to click on it. Dialga in the lead. This is a tough matchup. It used to be like a Lugia's favorite as long as you land the Aeroblast, but now not anymore. Because of the Sky Attack nerf, it made the matchup more like slightly in favor of Dialga. But if they go straight Iron Head, that's actually a good play for the Lugia, because now we just go straight aerial acrobatic. You live this, I think an ideal situation just to swap out to the Reshi and farm them down, or to go to Xerneas, because Xerneas love the extra energy. And we see now Xerneas having 4 fast moves, which is amazing, because one more, we will be on the Moonblast. Okay, the opponent bringing a Mewtwo. A Mewtwo does not like taking charge moves, so they always shield, and Xerneas can tank a charge move comfortably, as we can see here. So we do 3. I like the timing. They are throwing a Star Strike here. This is what I hate Mewtwo in Master League. Like, I know Mewtwo is so good, but at the same time, Mewtwo does not do any fast move pressure. So since we landed the move, there is no reason to stay in. Opponent bringing in a Zacian, and I think just don't throw and go for the full farm down, because that means you will get 1 extra Dragon Breath, which will help to do to like win the mirror. Because technically they both have the same stat product. And we left with 2 fusion plates, 1 for the shield and 1 for the knockout. And that was a good game. Moving into the next one, we have a Ho-Oh into RESHIRAM. This is a dominant matchup for Reshi, as long as you call a bait. Okay, we're going straight for the Stone Edge. As you guys, as he can get it, I think, 1 turn before they get to their Nuke or in CMP. This is a very risky play, but hey, if they always CMP, so why not? Again, I don't like shielding here, because if you no shield the Sacred Fire, you just win the game, because that means you will be a shield ahead of the opponent. Opponent swapping into Lugia, so this is a good matchup for the Xerneas, as Xerneas does wall the fast move, so they need an Aeroblast and a Sky Attack to win this matchup. Okay, this is very interesting, as we see the Lugia going for the Aeroblast, and they are still short of the Sky Attack. We need them to no shield here, as shielding will put the team in a tough situation, and they insta through. So are we going to see Hemrys96 doing the same, as he go to Groudon and get the catch, or just go for RESHIRAM and then farm all the way down? Because this is a tough matchup. We've seen that, okay, he's going for the same play. Is he going to get the catch? We see some lags here, and he gets the catch. And that is a nice play. So, let's see what they're going to do. They should bring in Dialga here. Okay, that's the Dialga. So, they have 3 Dragon Breaths so far. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they don't have the move. Now we can go straight. Straight Fire Punch. Okay. Now we farm all the way down. As we see the scenario before. You're supposed to do 2. Do 2 then throw. Do 2 then throw. That's the ideal timing. Opponent shielding the first one, and he's going to CMP on the second one, and that was a good game. Look at that. 2 different games being played the same way. Okay, now we just go straight Fire Punch, and he should win this game. And that was GG. Well played. Okay, moving into the next one. We have some Q times, as Hemry suffering from success already, like climbing all these MMR, and now has to deal with the Q time. And we can see that there is a night mode in the game for some reason upon swapping in a Rhyperior. Rhyperior is an annoying Pokemon. They always try to bait out the Zacian, and they throw Rock Ricker. Oh my, this is the first Rhyperior to use Rock Ricker. They always use Breaking Swipe. Rock Ricker's the legacy move is actually one of the best charge moves in the game. I think it's a Meteor Mash clone. I am not sure. It could be like a Blast Burn clone, and I'm not aware. So what's the play now? Just a Dragon Tail all the way down, and shield the Rock Ricker, because it does lots of damage. It does a lot. And they bring back the Reshi. I would actually bait here, but it's a tough call. So let's see what Hemry is going to do. He's going for straight for the Aeroblast, and Aeroblast has not landed. This is a tough situation now, but Icy Wind doesn't do that much, so I would not actually swap out. I would, unless they have Blizzard like, oh, Glaciate. Isn't the Glaciate and Icy Wind the same move? Why opponent is running it? They just run Dragon Claw. That was very questionable. Okay, opponent bringing in the Ho-Oh, and we do have Stone Edge just for the Ho-Oh. Stone Edge is landed, and that surprisingly did not KO, because they debuffed us with Glaciate or Icy Wind, or both. I don't know. Okay, now we need something like 1 HP right period to win this matchup, and that was well played. Okay, that was a good game. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching, and thank you so much Hemrys96 for sending me these amazing battles. Hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you're interested in featuring your battles in this channel, there's a link down below. Make sure to click it and send me these battles. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.